Hi folks, Tamar Kaminkowski here. In this screencast, we are going to be learning the letters looking from the right to the left, Hey, Vav, Zayin, and Chet. So we'll be learning how these are pronounced. So our first letter for the screencast is the letter Hey, and Hey is pronounced with as an H, a H sound, as in heliophobia. And the letter is silent when it comes at the very end of a word and there is no vowel with it. So generally, the Hey will make a H sound, except when it is the last letter in a word. Our next consonant for this screencast is the letter Vav, and it is pronounced V, as in English V. So V as in vivacious. And yes, it does sound the exact same as the letter Vet that we have learned already. So there are two letters in the Hebrew alphabet that give us the V sound. All right, our next one is the letter Zayin, and this makes a Z sound, Z as in zone. And not much to say about this one. Zayin is pretty straightforward. And then we have the letter Chet, and it's represented in English with a CH, but that does not mean that we should pronounce it as ch. Instead, CH represents the sound ch, as in bach, or at least for me, when I've eaten way too much food and I feel a little bit gross and I say, ugh. So you want to put a little bit of spit into this one and get really throaty. In different Jewish communities, the level of how deeply guttural it is varies. In Jews from Arabic-speaking countries, Sephardi Jews tend to get a very kind of deep guttural, which I cannot pronounce, while Ashkenazi Jews tend to just give it a lighter ch. Okay, and then if this is the last letter in a word, and it comes specifically with the vowel patach, the little horizontal line, then the sound of the vowel comes before the letter. So we don't need to worry about this now. I'm not going to include it in any exercises, but I do want to give you a heads up about this phenomenon. And then I want to introduce two new vowels. So we just talked about the Vav as a consonant that makes the V sound. The Vav is also used together with the dot or the dagesh to create vowel sounds. So we do this by putting either a dagesh on the left side of the Vav or a dagesh almost all over the Vav. And let's see what this looks like. So if you see just the Vav itself, it is the consonant and it makes a V sound. However, when you see the Vav with this dot over it, when there's a dagesh on the top, then instead of V, this whole thing turns into a vowel. And the vowel is called a cholem, and it makes the O sound, as in shalom. Then, if we put the dagesh in the middle, right, just to the side of the Vav, again, the Vav is no longer a consonant, and this is a vowel that is pronounced oo. And then one last point here. You can actually take the O vowel that was represented by the vav and the dagesh on the top here. You can get rid of the vav, and this dot alone over any consonant can also produce the O sound. So a gimel with this vowel would be pronounced go. All right, let's try out a few of these. So in our first line, we've got the heys. So we begin with ha, ha, he. In the second line, we have the vavs. And notice there's no dagesh in the vavs, so they are just basic consonant v. So v, va, ve. Then our zayin, and I'm not sure why, but the way that the text has come out here, it looks like the vowels are off to the side. They should be right under the zayin. So the three zayins are zay, zo, and z. And finally, the chet at the bottom is che, then chu, then cha. So now let's try to put this all together with all of the vowels that, with all of the consonants that we've learned. So our first line would sound as follows. Ga, ze, cha, bi, va, o. And notice on this last one that I just read, on the top line, the aleph is silent. So again, all we hear is the vowel sound O. Then on the second line, we have he, then chi, followed by a, he, gay, zo, and finally be. All right, deep breath. You are rocking this. Take the quiz to see if you've got it. Work on the exercises, and you will have plenty of opportunities to engage with the new vowels.